Good morning, guys. So, thus the real fall season has probably begun. We got lucky for quite a while because we were still living in the 70s and 80s throughout October, but it's going on 7:45 in the morning and I'm going to work. As you can see, it's cloudy and it's cold. It's like 44 degrees or something. So, off to work I go. We won't really count this as a cold start because it's not freezing, but you know. Alright, so this video is going to be another back lot car video. I just filmed one the other day, and a couple days ago, and I filmed it from my phone, and I don't really like it when I use my phone a whole lot for you know, these videos, because usually if I'm using my phone, it's more of like a spur of the moment thing, and the quality is never as good as it is on the actual camera. So if it doesn't rain like it's supposed to here and there, then I might do another backlot video, because we did get a couple of other recent trade-ins in that are actually pretty decent looking. It's always fun to find the decent looking cars as well as the cars that look like they've been through a lot. You know, you could find some cars that look really decent on the outside, but then when you go look at the inside or under the hood and stuff, you can just tell that they were put through a whole lot of stuff. Like the previous owner really did not keep up after things as much as they should have been. So I mean, that's why I always find it interesting to do these kind of videos from time to time, is because you see some of these cars and you kind of wonder what the backstory on them is. Same thing when we get cars from the auction that are like scrap and they're in pieces or they're missing parts. You just wonder, you know, well, this car was once a probably really decent car, and how does it end up like this? So that's why I always find it you know, fun to find all these backlot cars from time to time. And but you know, some of the backlot cars make it out to the lot if they're safe enough, and if they're in, you know, a pretty decent condition. You know, obviously the dealership is not going to sell anything that's going to be of you know, a safety risk or something that's not reliable or anything. I mean, all the cars obviously at some point before they go to the lot, you know, they'll go through a, you know, inspection and stuff like that. But in my last video, you know, we filmed 3 cars. The one car I'm going to do again today because it's honestly one of my personal favorites, and I feel like it deserves a better video than just my phone video. So today I'm going to look again at the 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. I'll probably put that one first on this video, so if you guys have seen it in the last video and you don't want to sit through the Grand Cherokee again, then you know, feel free to jump ahead once we get to that car. But then we also looked at a 2004 Jaguar X-Type. I'm not going to film that one today, but that was one of the cars that looked really good on the outside. Like, it looks like it was for the most part taken care of. It only had, I think, 67,000 miles on it, and you know, it was really clean inside. It was really clean on the outside. There was some rust. The passenger side had a couple of scratches and stuff, but mechanically the car sounded okay, but it had no brakes. So I think that's a car that we're not going to keep, even though the mileage is low and such. I'll be surprised. I'm just assuming that because there were no brakes, I know probably a brake line went out somewhere, so the whole bottom of that car is probably corroded, and they're probably not going to sell it. So that'll probably go off to either auction or scrap. the other car was a 2006 Cadillac DTS, which was actually a really nice car. I'd never been in a Cadillac DTS before, and I liked it. I bet it would be a really fun and comfortable ride. Big car though. I mean, it's actually a lot of car. And we are selling that one. So they did clean it up earlier this week. In my video, it was still had a bunch of dirt and stuff all on the inside and the outside. Needed a nice waxing and stuff, but it's all cleaned up, and mechanically it seemed like it was pretty sound. So it is going for sale at the time, I believe, at this time. So they'll only hold on to it for so long, and eventually, if nobody buys it, then it'll be sent to the auction. So guys, you know, today, if it doesn't rain, I'm just going to go through a couple of other cars that you know, was recently in that I'm curious to look at, plus the Grand Cherokee again, and we'll go from there. So sorry for all the talk. I'm just kind of giving you guys the rundown on the backlot cars real quick, and I'm gonna head off to work now. So I'll see you guys in about 8 hours. All right. Well, it's still pretty chilly out here right now. It is about 43 degrees, so it didn't warm up at all that much today, and as you can see, it rained. So the rain, the dampness, it just makes it even chillier, and every now and then it gets breezy, but right now it looks like the rain's gonna hold off for the hopefully for a little while. The sun was out a little bit. Definitely looks like fall. We're finally in the fall season. I got my keys. I couldn't do all the ones that I wanted to back here today, so I still have a couple of pretty decent ones. But like I said, the first one's going to be this Grand Cherokee. And because, you know, I feel like the Grand Cherokee deserved a little bit of a better video compared to what my phone filmed. Now, when I first filmed this one, if you didn't see the first video, the battery was almost completely dead. So it being cold now, I'm kind of worried that the battery is going to be dead because of the temperature drop. Not to mention, it was almost entirely out of gas. If the gas gauge was correct, I don't know if the gas gauge was working or not. But needless to say, hopefully it'll start for us. I know I was pushing my luck with it the other day. But this is a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Like I said in my the first video that I did the other day, I really like these Grand Cherokees. This here is my ideal Grand Cherokee if I were to own one. However, they're so old now, I probably will never own one. I love this color though. This color is awesome. It's actually kind of similar to my Escape, but so yeah, this is the Laredo trim. My uncle had a brand new one in 2000, and I was so excited. This one had some damage done to the mirror at one point. The body really isn't in too bad of shape. I mean, there's some scratches and stuff for how old it is, but it really isn't rusting as much as I was expecting it to when I first looked at it. Some of these I'm not going to be able to move out of the way, unfortunately, today, because I don't have keys to this truck. So we're just going to make do with what we've got. We got weather stripping here. Like I said in my last vlog regarding this car, this is going to auction, so this car is one of the ones that is not going to stay here. So I have to find the key for this one here. It was the one with 2 keys, yeah, this one. So it's got both keys, as you can see. One remote fob, however. Hopefully. Oh, that's not a good sign. I think it's dead, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I can go get a jump box, hopefully. This thing's probably dead. The inside, well, like I said, we're not keeping it, but you can tell it just needs a good cleaning. There really wasn't a whole lot wrong with the inside. Last time I saw it, the seats are still in pretty good shape, no tears. Like I said, just they just need cleaned. The carpets definitely need cleaned. I'm gonna be so sad. Yep, it's dead. Alright, well, let me go see if I can get a jump box, and we'll see if we can get it started this time. Okay, so I got a jump box. As you can see, the hood doesn't stand up anymore, but the battery's on. The lights are so dim, so this will be interesting. This battery's probably completely shot. Yeah, not much. There we go. All right then. So I've always loved the interior design of these particular models. I just like the driving position. I like the way it's set up. But yeah, basically you could just see, I love the gauge cluster that were in these. I like how they kept the same layout as the original Grand Cherokee for the most part, with the 6 gauges. That's awesome. This one has 145,679 miles on it. 4-spoke steering wheel, cruise controls. No audio controls on the back like some of them did. So, signals. This one has an AM/FM stereo with CD. That was, obviously just reset because of the power thing. Let's see, we've got our climate controls, of course, single zone. Storage pocket there. 12-volt power outlet. And yeah, this gas gauge keeps going up and down. So it probably needs, Anyway. It's a place for a cigarette lighter that looks like it's gone. Select track 4-wheel drive system, cup holders, storage console, owner's manual, maybe. Oh, there it is. So, yep. And check the back real quick. Actually, I'm going to disconnect that battery charger. Hold on. Okay, so I just found out that we close at 6 today, and I only have a little bit of time. So I'm not going to be able to film everything that I wanted to film. But, this switch I don't think works. None of the window switches and stuff work, so. There we go. So the back looks like it was used a lot for carrying things. There's, dirt here. The seats are already down. Here's what the seats would look like if they were up. So, not much to see back here, really. Again, storage pockets there. Under the floor is the spare tire, which I'm pretty sure the Grand Cherokee was the first one to introduce that concept of putting the spare tire under the floor. I could be wrong, but as a child, my obsession with this car, I think it was the first one. So this has the 4-liter PowerTech inline 6-cylinder, straight 6. This one's got a vacuum leak. That PVC or PCV valve is plugged up, so you can see there's oil everywhere. Other than, it really runs pretty decent, but a little bit of shakes, but. Not bad overall. So that's that. Now I gotta try to figure out which ones I really want to do before I run out of time. Oh, I'm dropping keys. Not good. Not good. So that was the 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. I just wanted to redo it, kind of give it a better quality anyway, but it won't be here for too much longer. It's going to be going off to the auction. And while we're on the subject of the Jeep, I decided to get the key to this 2003 Jeep Liberty Sport. And it was featured quickly in the other video, but 171,000 miles. Don't look too bad. Scratched on the door a little bit. Scratched up down there some too. Might have actually been painted from the looks of it. Paint was probably peeling. So you could bet this car is not going to stay here. These were nice for their time. Back window's open. Problem is, I kind of think that they kind of took the original look of the Liberty away when they redesigned it later on in its lifetime, but overall I thought they were kind of nice. Inside's not terrible, but it definitely does need a good cleaning from the looks of it. There might actually be water damage in this too. It kind of smells like it might have some water damage. So I probably won't sit in it. Let's see if it runs or not. Everything off. Okay, here we go. A little shaky, but it started. It's actually running really shaky. I like the white-faced gauges. So looks like we got, 4-spoke steering wheel, no audio controls, cruise controls like the Grand Cherokee. Same stereo, AM, FM, CD, single zone climate controls, window controls there. Let's see. I don't like how small the dashboard is though. It's really, you sit really close to the dashboard, but the door is shaking really bad. So you can see it kind of runs rough. I'm not going to open the back, but just kind of see what it looks like. Not too bad back there. But the rest of the car looks like it needs cleaned up pretty good. Up. Oh yeah. Anyway, 3.7 liter PowerTech V6. Yeah, it's misfiring. So that's probably definitely not a keeper. That one unlocked. So that was that one. Then there's this one sitting over here. Of course, we all know I had to look at this one because I love my Grand Ams also. This is an 04 Pontiac Grand Am SE. This might have been an auction car, I don't know. It could have also been a trade. Don't know where it came from, but not in terrible shape. But you can see it's rusting. this door, all this, yeah, this looks like it was bent in somehow. Some paint peeling on the front, but you know. Headlights loose. This might have been an auction car. Oh. Definitely would need a good cleaning. Burned hole in the seat, crumbs. We're missing the power window or mirror switch. Ignition ring's gone. That's broken. Again, gotta wonder about the stories behind these cars. And I can't turn the ignition. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, see if this one will start. $140,693. No buttons. I don't think the radio works, does it? The display is burnt out, pretty common. Climate controls, leather wrap shifter. No owner's manual. It's got the 4-cylinder, I could tell already. Not really kept clean throughout its life. Trunk release doesn't work. They're always backwards. There we go. Yep, 2.2 liter Ecotec. Sounds pretty good. Doesn't sound like it's running bad. Okay, that's enough of that one. Okay, my last one, I think, for the day is going to be this 2007 Honda Ridgeline. This is going to auction also. We're not keeping this one. I wanted to look at this one for sure because I always thought these were kind of weird. I think it was the first Honda pickup. It looks good, but it was mostly the bed. And I think it's because the bed was actually part of the body, unlike most pickup trucks where, you know, you can take the bed off. But this one looks like it's in good shape. Yeah, this one looks like it's in real good shape, so. I've always wondered what it was like in these. We're about to find out. Ooh, so we got leather. Don't look like it's aged too bad, but does need cleaned. You can see the dust. The whole interior obviously needs cleaned. I like that door handle. That's pretty interesting. Ooh, big gauges. I like that. Big gauge cluster. Radio's off. Okay, here we go. our navigation system. I like how the radio and the navigation are almost two entirely different things. Well, looks like we might have automatic climate controls. Yeah, a little display there. Heated seats. Storage pocket. Cup holders. Carpet. Manual. Lots of space in here. Steering wheel controls. Pretty nice. I like it. Large shifter. Oh, 121,000 miles. Does it unlock? Yeah. Oh, well, we can see the seats go up for more cargo carrying space. The 3.5 liter V6 with VTEC. Something Honda is known for. It's a heavy hood. Holy crap. Alright, that's probably about all the time that I've got for today, guys. It's a good sounding engine. Okay. Here's the Cadillac, the DTS. You can see it's a lot shinier and cleaner than it was when we looked at it the other day. It's a lot better. So guys, that was my backlot video number 4. And like I said, there were a couple that I didn't really get to today. Actually, there were 2. There were 2 that I had keys for that I ran out of time for because I thought tonight was the late night, but close at 6. Tomorrow is the late night, but I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So if they're still here, I'll try to do another video on it soon. And then there were... Actually, I think there was just one that I couldn't get the key on at all because I guess it was in service. But regardless, I think I had a pretty good, interesting ones today. So if you guys like this vlog, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out Mike's Vehicle Spotlight, which is the official vehicle touring segment that I post here on this channel. I will see you guys next time. So thanks again for watching. Take care. No gas, huh? And stay running. Oh, there we go. Well, that was interesting.